What does it mean to be sinless? That would be, what is it? We don't know, right? But you know, in theory anyway, it means, it doesn't just mean like an absence. I'm without sin. It means a fullness. And the church's understanding gradually grew through the centuries that that Our Lady had this fullness of what it means to be a person of faith, and what it means to be a person filled with the Spirit. She had that, so that she could receive Christ. It wasn't just a matter of physically conceiving Christ, you know, of giving birth to Christ. It was her whole being received Christ. How can she be a mother? How can any mother be a mother if her heart isn't in it? Right? I mean, a mother can give birth to a child. So I'm just trying to give an example. And that's just approximated in a small way. Let's just say Our Lady's whole heart was in it. Always. Fully. Surrender. Whatever God, is it dark? Does she not understand it? She says yes. Is it a beautiful moment? She says yes, that she does understand. Is it 30 years in Nazareth with not much happening that has anything to do with what the angel said to her? She accepts it with complete openness, fullness, a total yes, always. So that Christ came from a mother whose whole being was given over to God's plan. Not just a matter of physically giving birth. It's a whole cooperation with Christ. So anyway, that's some of the things that people say.
Where was that like in the Bible kind of thing? You know, like
it's you know what you need to read? You need to read a very readable encyclical by Pope John Paul II called Mother of the Redeemer, where each question that you've asked is addressed, and in a very beautiful way. And you'll see there some of the answers that he gives to, like, it's not just a matter for Catholics. It's never just a matter of, is it in the Bible? You know, that doesn't do for Catholics, because the seed of a doctrine might be in the Bible, but we have a whole tradition that develops with it. And so that's why our way of thinking about these things is very different from the Protestant way of thinking. And that's where the real problem is it's really there. We have a different way of understanding what Scripture is, even, compared to the Protestant way. So that's where, but that encyclical tries to make it as scriptural as possible. And it's Scripture, 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 all through that encyclical. So that's the one for the librarian will be glad to get your copy. Mother of the Redeemer. Great summer reading.
Great summer. Do you like poetry?
yes.
Yes. Well, if you want to, we've been talking about the East and the West, and the Eastern Church has a prayer called the Akatist, and there's a missal over in the corner of the room there called the Byzantine Missal, and part of the missal is this prayer. It's not the official liturgy, but it's a beautiful poetic prayer to the Mother of God called the Akatist, and it describes her purity in poetic terms. Worth reading.